Welcome to the Online Success Journey podcast, your opportunity to discover and learn from entrepreneurs like yourself. This is not your typical podcast, but a place where you can get the real story and find out how real people encounter speed bumps and detours, but journey through to find success. Now here's your host for the Online Success Journey podcast, Patience.
The Online Success Journey continues with episode 358. Every guest shares the path that took them to success. So you'll want to subscribe right now and ensure you'll never miss a journey. I post one episode each week and I would love for you to join me. Today we have Dr. Sas, a life and health coach. Over 30 years of her career, she has encountered many clients and patients who have suffered health and relationships issues that can be remedied with lifestyle adjustment and proper communication. Hello, Dr. Sas.
Hello, Patience. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. For our listeners, do you mind saying your first and your last name, please?
Sure. My full first name is Sasitorn. Last name Sukkasem. I know that's a mouthful, but I go by Dr. Sas. So Dr. Sas is fine.
Thank you. My audience are excited to hear your story. Just start by telling us one thing we are going to learn from you today that will help us on our journey to success.
Well, I'm not sure if there's only one thing, but I think we need to look at how we perceive ourselves and how we perceive the world. I think mindset is everything. And to get to the success that you strive for, the number one thing you need to work on is yourself, your mindset, your health, your relationship.
I can't wait to hear more about that. Let's get started with the basics. Can you tell my audience a little bit about your background, what you did before you started your own business?
Well, I live in the US right now, but, when I was younger, I moved here from Thailand and, not knowing the language, so that was difficult to be placed here when you just, beginning your teenage year and learning English not for the first time, but just try to speak fluently and to go to school, and everything was different. So that was my childhood, and I went to West Virginia University and got my degree in pharmacy, and and then joined the Air Force, got another degree, doctorate degree in pharmacy, and then I practiced pharmacy for a while. And a few years back, I would say about 13, 14, 15 years ago, maybe, when I started looking into more integrative way of looking at health, more nutrition, mind, body, spirit. And this is where I'm at right now, is, teaching people how to be more balanced in life. It's not just about popping pills and going to the doctor and you'll be fine. You really need to educate yourself on what you can do at home, what you can do with your relationships, what you can do with your mindset.
What a background, Dr. Sas. But why do you do what you do?
I feel like I had been through a lot, and Patience, I also read your story. You have a pretty compelling story to tell. And for me, it's the same. I think, society is not really forgiving. The society that we grow up in, we try to fit in. Being a woman, even, you have to work harder to really prove yourself, in the male dominant society. We look at men as more successful, more knowledgeable, and women. As a little girl, you were raised to be more quiet, especially with my background. So I've been through a lot, overcoming many things, divorce, bankruptcy, self self love issues, self sabotage, unconfident, and the thing is, nobody would ever know what you experience. Only you know. And it just, because I overcome all that, and I feel pretty good with myself, pretty confident at what I do, pretty clear with where I'm going, my vision, my mission. I just want to pass that along to women, especially women out there who had the same issue and who strive to live the life more with joy, with health, and with peace. I just can't not do it.
Wow. But what do you think women are not really embracing this, living peace and love and finding love? Are we trying to find it outside instead of finding it within ourselves?
Yeah, I think you hit the the nail on the head pretty much. I think not just women, I think everyone in general is trying to find love, peace, and happiness outside of ourselves. And you don't realize, once you look within, that's where you find your true self. That's where you find peace. That's where you find love. So self-love is very important. Self-love is not selfish. Self-love is being responsible, for yourself. Because if you are confident, if you know yourself enough, then you can give, right? And I think it's also the way we are raised up, the way the society is. It just, social media, you have to look a certain way, you have to have certain degrees, and you have to have X amount of followers and stuff like that, that is, it's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. And I believe that's the basis of all the evils in our society.
Now you don't want social media, but others, they like social media. It helps them to feel much better if they see someone going through something, and they'll be like, "Oh, I thought I was the only one." So I thought they were learning from each other. I then realized it's just like the root of evil. So you mentioned the root of
It depends on how you use it, right? For me, I don't watch TV. I don't watch any series or anything like that. The only thing I consume is, on social media, is stuff that I'm interested in. Is health, is mindfulness, is, something that personal growth, in the personal growth area. And that's what I consume. And I think with the young people and even young adults nowadays, they get sucked into comparing themselves to others, or they look much better, they are wealthier, they have this, they have that, and then you get depressed, right? Because you don't have the lifestyle that those people are showing. And it's definitely how you use it. You can use it as a tool, right, to spread the knowledge, to spread peace, to spread love. Or you can, let it use you. Let the media make you feel bad. Let the media make you feel like you're not enough.
Give us some few tips how we can really use media to really find peace and love and live abundance in harmony.
Well, I know Facebook, right, when it first come out, it was meant to be, for us to communicate with each other. And it's good because I have family overseas, I have friends in different state, in different countries. So we use that. I use Instagram to spread ideas and knowledge, and just share different tips and other stuff. And when you consume, it's the same thing. You pick and choose what you consume. And also the time that you use your electronics, it's important. And it takes discipline. It takes a lot of work, because we get suck into it and we become addicted. And it's that dopamine effect that the media give you, right? How many likes do you get, and all those stuff. So first, I pick and choose what I consume. Second, I pick and choose what time I do that. I normally, work during the day. Then I spend maybe an hour or so catching up with everybody, answering stuff on the post, and then that's it. When I eat, I put the phone away. When I spend time with my family, it's no way near me. And when I work, I focus on work. My phone is on mute. Um,
Wow.
you
You
just have to
seems
find ways. Yeah.
wow, you have found the principle very disciplined away from the technology. If the technology is using us, we are like the servant instead of the other way around.
Well, Precious, it is a choice actually, to do that. You like, for example, last month we went to Switzerland and we decided we're gonna go to the mountains and put all the electronics away for one whole week. We have no phone, no computer, no nothing for a whole week, nothing but the Swiss Alps and the cows and all the animals out there. And it was peaceful. We read and we spend time together, we eat together, and just be at peace, just stay off the grid for a while. When we decide to take a week off, to be off the grid, we just tell our family members, hey, I'm not going to answer my phone. I'm not going to look at any social media or answer any email. You tell your work, your employer, whoever that you work for, that said, I'm off to the peaceful land. Nobody can reach me, and I'm going to be okay. So don't worry.
Let's put man aside. How did you know you are successful?
You are successful when you have fulfillment. Fulfillment meaning you are happy with what you're doing. When you wake up in the morning, you're happy to do your work. Work is not work. Work is like play, and you can do it all day long, and it brings you joy. It brings you happiness, and you just can't wait to do more of it. That is success, and that's success in the sense of what you do as your profession, right? And what about success in relationship, family? And this is very important because they kind of tie together, and you feel like you're successful when all these areas, your health, your relationships, and your career, are just in one with each other, right?
What have you learned from business as a whole?
uh, Business, if you chase after money, you will be miserable and you will not be successful in the sense of the success that I define, meaning you can do it all day long without feeling like you're working. Don't chase after money. Find out what you're good at and what you love to do, and do more of that. Make that your profession. And that's what I found in business. I own a spa. I run health center, and what I found, what is hard in the business is you have to deal with all the stuff that you don't like to do, right? I love being a spa owner because what I did is I bring people joy, right? I help them. Actually, we have the machine that help people lose weight, so it just melt fat, right? And people just after their session, they're just happy. But all the stuff that comes with it, the paperwork, the marketing, and keeping your employee um, happy, and all those stuff, that are the other stuff that comes with the business that are not so fun. What I learned from it is you learn to give the stuff that you don't like to other people or that you're not good with. You give that to other people. For example, I'm not really good at doing taxes. I will pay $500 or more for someone to do my tax than trying to, painstakingly do my tax, even though it's going to take me literally patience. When I did my taxes by myself, I would just be miserable. And when I realized I can hire somebody and they can do a much better job, then, it make my business more fulfilling because I don't have to do the other stuff that I'm not good at. So that's the key. The key is do only what you're good at, what you love to do. Other stuff in the business that you must do. Find someone who is better than you, and trust me, it's worth the price.
Wow. Tell my audience about the magic moment, the day it suddenly all went right for you.
The magic moment, I don't think there's one. I think it's gradually. I won't say boom. I know this is the defining moment that I'm just happy and fulfilled. I think I'm still on my way there. I'm happy and fulfilled now, but I know I can do more. Um, we as a human being, we constantly evolving, we constantly finding more about ourselves. We realize that we are not limited to what we think we can do. We may be fulfilled at this defining moment, and then next month we'll be like, oh, I want to do something else. I know I can do something more, right? And that happened to me when I was practicing as a pharmacist, and I realized, wait a minute, the patients that I serve, they come to me, and then I coach them on how to take their medication and how to have a better lifestyle and other stuff. But they don't realize that all the medication they are taking can be prevented by just changing their lifestyle. So that's not one defining moment for me. It's many defining moments, many patients, many counseling sessions, and many things that I got interested in and I learned and I realized this is what I want to do. I want to coach people to live a better life so they have, better health, so they are more fulfilled, so they are more happy, and they are more aligned with who they really are. And it gradually happened, patience. It didn't happen in just one day.
Like 2 months, 3 months, you are out there with all your clients, everyone happy. That's what they want to
No,
hear. Say,
no, I can guarantee you, if you think you have the idea and you can go out there and be successful in 1 month or 2 months, you are not in the reality of this world. It takes hard work. That's why you have to know why you want to do this, because it's gonna take that one more step and another more step and another more step. And it's success is hard work, because along the way it is a process. Along the way you learn different skills, you learn different things that you must do to reach that the end goal that you have, right, which is fulfillment.
as you mentioned that now you run a spa, so you meet other people who also want to start their business, or others who are also on the journey of happiness and success. Others, they are like, is there really happiness and success at the same time? Some people, they said it doesn't exist. It's how you feel. What is the truth?
Truth is, you can have success and happiness at the same time. I think your perception of happiness and your perception of success may need to change a little bit because we have been conditioned to look at success as having a lot of money, having big house, right? Having a nice car and a boat and a vacation home, and that's not success. Success is being fulfilled when you really first thing patients a person must do is find out who they really are, find out what they are about. Who am I? And when you figure out who you are, then you can say, ah, this is what I want to do because of who I am. And it's not about I am a pharmacist, I am a doctor, I am a nurse, I am a dentist. It's not that. It's who you are at the core. It takes some work to get there. It took me many years to find out who I really am and who I understand I am. And once you reach that, then yeah, you will have peace, love, and happiness most of the time. Uh, there are, events that happen out of your control that maybe destroy your peace a little bit, maybe destroy your happiness a little bit. But once you learn the skills to go back to that center, then most of your life you will feel happy, you will feel fulfilled, you will feel love. And that, for me, is true success.
What is the most valuable thing you have ever given away?
The most valuable thing I ever have given away is my self confidence. I didn't realize that what I was giving away, I allow my outside condition dictate how I feel, and I perceive the outside condition not how it actually is. It's just the way I think, right? The way I think create how I feel. Then the way I feel dictate how I would react, and how I react give me a certain result. And I've been conditioned myself, and I think that's many of us. That's most of the human being out there anyway. And we were born like that, and we become you know a victim of the society, a victim of how you were raised, a victim of how you were schooled. And I didn't realize I was giving away my confidence. I was giving away my self-control. The most precious thing is the freedom of thought. And once you give that away, you give away yourself.
What is one thing that has contributed to your success?
Uh, my one defining moment that I remember clearly that kind of helped push me to search for more is, I was 9 years old, and my mom was dressing me up for like a school dance. I got picked to dance on a stage representing my classroom. And my mom was saying to me, and I don't think she even remembered that. And she was telling me, hey, little Sass, you can be anything, you can do anything. Remember that. And patience, patience, I remember that till this day. When I feel like I can't do anything, I go, hey, mom told me when I was 9 years old, I can be anything, I can do anything. So if I want to get straight A's, I can. Even though I can barely speak English, I will get straight A. I will skip this grade level. I will graduate with honors. I will get a doctorate degree. It's, you never realize how this one phrase you give to a child can have such a big impact in their life.
In your business, do you have a mentor or a coach yourself?
I do. I do have uh, an awesome mentor. He's amazing, and his name is Hans Kaki. He's he's like the Tony Robbins of Europe, and I got introduced to him through my husband, Pascal Bachmann. He's also my great mentor in many areas. We kind of grow together spiritually, and with business, he definitely is a strategist, and he is my business mentor, my partner, my best girlfriend.
What is the most valuable thing your mentors has told you?
The first thing I went to him was when I was trying to slay this dragon, right? Um, it's the trust issue, trusting in others, trusting in yourself, trusting in your ability, trusting in what is happening for you in general. And that's the one thing that the first thing that I went into about. It really helped me. It changed me completely. Because without trust, you can't really push through all the chaos that we have around us in the world. With be it the pandemic or the war in Russia or whatever, trusting that everything happened the way it's supposed to happen, and be at peace with yourself and trust in yourself that you have the ability, you have everything inside of you to reach that fulfillment that you're searching for.
What grounds you?
What grounds me? God. I wake up in the morning, my first thought is God. I go to sleep at night, my last thought before I fall asleep is God. Throughout the day, I take a few moments and think about God, and knowing that He loves me unconditionally. He created me perfect, and I can only give Him back how He created, is to express the most perfection that I was meant to be. So definitely God.
Yeah. Let's talk about your business. Tell us more about it and how can we join this business?
About my business, I'm a life and health coach. I also I'm a speaker, and what I mainly do is coaching client to live a life with love and joy, peace and health, abundance and enlightenment. To live in balance of mind, body, and spirit. I talk about eating healthy food. I talk about um, having good relationships, good mindset, and empower yourself. And that's what I'm about.
And how can we connect with you?
I do. I'm pretty active on Instagram. I also have a Facebook, but I'm not in there so much. My Instagram is dr like doctor dr dot underline sas, and you can also visit my website is dr, which is doctor drsas.us.
Thank you. There will be more from Dr. Sass in a moment. If you are listening to this on a podcasting platform and you are encouraged by Dr. Sass's journey, please go to our website at onlinesuccessjourney.com. In addition to the amazing free content, you can work direct with me. Check out my course, Success: How to Set Goals and Double Your Productivity, a course for achieving success in work and life. when you visit onlinesuccessjourney.com. The site has a ton of audio clips from hundreds of successful entrepreneur guests' journeys, all there to help you find the path to your own online success journey. Check it out. That's onlinesuccessjourney.com. Now, Dr. Sas, I would love for you to share more with my audience if you're up for it.
Go
Thank you.
ahead.
Thank you. Do you watch movies or read books?
I read a lot of books. The only movies I watch are something that is entertaining, that make me laugh, that bring me joy, and also movies that bring me knowledge. I read a lot of books.
Tell us, what is your favorite book that has some relevance to being an entrepreneur?
I don't have a favorite book. It used to be a Bible. Then I have a lot of questions I have with that. The main book I'm reading right now is called A Course in Miracle. And I believe that one answers a lot of questions that I have.
If your business was down to its last $100, how would you invest it?
Oh, that's a tough question. $100. I'm not sure. That is a very tough question. I would invest it in something that will bring me knowledge to grow my business. I would invest it in knowledge because money you can make anytime. Knowledge is to stay with you forever. You can have $0 and you can make millions from it.
If you are going to keep a note to yourself in your handbag every day, what would be written on it?
A note to myself is, I am loved. I was created from love, so I am loved.
What is your next chapter?
My next chapter is to inspire as many awakening minds as possible. I'm looking at 5 million people, to reach as much people as possible so I can help them live the life filled with love and joy, peace and health, abundance and enlightenment.
Will you ever stop?
No, I think I think this is my life mission. If I stop, it would mean I would stop living.
Remind us how we can connect with you.
You can connect me through my website, drsas.us, drsas.us, or at my Instagram, dr._sas.
Dr. Sas, it's been great to have you here to share your online success journey with us.
Thank you, Patience. It's been an honor for me to be on your podcast, and thank you so much for your time, and thank you for allowing me to share my passion with your listener.
You are welcome. Remember, success is a journey. Don't wait. Let's start the journey. Patience and Dr. Sas.
This is not the end of the journey. We hope you've enjoyed listening to Patience and her guest and want you to know that there are hundreds of episodes available at onlinesuccessjourney.com. Patience would like to thank you for listening to the podcast, and she has a free gift for you on her website, including an audio compilation of her guests' best tips, uplifting stories, and even a bit of fun. Additionally, there are special clips of over 250 episodes that have never aired on the podcast and are only available to members of the Online Success Journey. Check the website and click on Join Now to get free and instant access. Of course, you know that listening to the journeys of others helps us each chart our own path. So make sure you're subscribed on the favorite platform you have to be notified as each new interview is posted. There are so many ways to stay connected to the Online Success Journey and listen in. And if you're enjoying the podcast, we appreciate your help in telling others. One of the best ways to share the benefit you get is to rate and review the podcast at Apple Podcasts and other sites. We appreciate your help and your willingness to share the journey. One last thing. If you're feeling a bit lost or overwhelmed on your own journey, patience can help. Check out our coaching sessions on how to set goals and double your productivity while you're at the website. Working with patience is a great way to get back on the right path. On behalf of Patience, and until next time, thanks once more for listening. It is our hope that this podcast will guide you on your own online success journey.